Drones are more popular than ever, but many people don't know the laws or even realize just how dangerous it is to fly them near other aircraft.
5 Investigates' Karen Anderson has found evidence that the number of near misses and even collisions in the air happens to be increasing, and so is the fear that one of these will bring down an aircraft.
We were flying along 495, conducting a patrol.
Mass State Police Trooper Russ Phippen and Lieutenant Mark Spencer were flying 130 miles per hour when a drone came into view about 100 feet away.
We just had a near mid-air collision with a drone.
He did an evasive maneuver to the left, and I grabbed the FLIR camera that we used to try to see if we could find who actually might be operating that drone.
The drone was flying at about 600 feet, and it's within the Lawrence Airport's airspace.
What was your biggest concern?
Coming through the windshield.
They're called drone incursions, and as more of these cheap and easy-to-fly machines are sold, the number of near misses is rising. And so are the chances that one will bring down a helicopter or plane. Check out this near collision recorded by a drone off the Florida coast last year.
JetBlue 984, we just had a drone kind of go overhead.
That's a JetBlue pilot flying into Logan just last month reporting seeing a drone at 3,500 feet. And at Newark International Airport last year,
Near miss with that drone, it's at 850 feet.
drones have grounded aircraft fighting wildfires, shut down London's second biggest airport for 33 hours, and struck an Army helicopter patrolling around New York City. All of these could have been avoided if drone operators had followed airspace regulations. We have permission from the FAA to fly a drone up to 75 feet here in Boston. But if you don't know the rules and go higher, you could endanger aircraft heading into and out of Logan or medical helicopters trying to get to the hospital.
The people we're most concerned about are the careless or the clueless.
Massport head of security Hank Shaw testified before Congress earlier this year about the drone threat. Where do drones fall on your mind when it comes to security?
It's a significant concern, and we see that drones aren't going away, and there's a place for them, within the airspace and within the greater business sector. We just want to do it smartly.
The number of drone incursions has been steadily rising. Just at Logan Airport, we're on track to see a 130% increase compared to 2015. Nationwide, we're projected to see a 200% increase. There have been 8,600 incursions reported in the last 4.5 years. How do you get the problem under control? Massport is pushing awareness, posting these signs declaring this East Boston park near Logan a no-drone zone. And for the first time, the FAA is starting to test anti-drone technology, a program Massport has asked to join.
Lost connection.
Drone defense systems do exist, most focusing on spotting drones early, then jamming communication signals, forcing them to land. But the technology hasn't been widely tested. What is it that the technology could give you that you don't have right now?
What it really does, it's just in some instances, provide us with some early warning. So we want to be able to equip, law enforcement with the ability to quickly respond to any type of incident that may be out there.
So far, there haven't been injuries, but this video makes clear how much damage a drone can do.
I just think it's a matter of time before something does happen. I really hope it doesn't, but I can't imagine that if people don't heed the warnings that are being put out there, that we're going to avoid something tragic soon.
And police searched but never found the operator of the drone that nearly hit that state police helicopter.